Hey everybody, Jared with Second Life Design. Welcome back to Milling Monday. So you've got your chainsaw mill. Part of the reason why you bought it was so you could mill other logs for other people. And that's kind of the justification. You know, I'll do that and that'll help offset the costs and then my slabs will be free. Now, how much do I charge for that? Super common question. I run into this a lot. I'm talking to new people and it can vary. You know, it kind of varies basically on the service that you're providing. I kind of look at it in different ways. You know, you can charge by the hour or you can charge by the job, and both of them kind of work out about the same if you kind of look at it in one way. I think going by the hour is a little more accurate, so you can be a little more profitable, I guess. I charge anywhere between $75 and $100 an hour for remote milling, so that's when I'm on site, when I'm there and making slabs, $75, $100 an hour. And that kind of varies based on how far I'm going, how accessible things are to me. If, you know, I'm out at a client's farm and they have a tractor that can help lift the slabs off, then it's going to be a little less. If I'm out in the forest and having to cut something up for somebody and we're dragging them off and having to work a lot harder at it, it's going to be a little higher. I'm very comfortable in that price range. I've never had any complaints about that. I think especially doing the stuff I'm doing where I'm a little bit wider than most, there's not a lot of options, so people are kind of stuck. And they're also getting really big slabs for, you know, it works out, you know, if it's $600-700 a day or something, you know, kind of however long I'm working, they're getting a lot of material for that, where one slab may be worth $600 or $700 and they're getting 7 or 8 slabs. It works out very well for them. So it may seem like a lot to you or I, but it's, as an end result of the material, it's pretty cost effective. So I think there is a kind of a duty on us as the sawyer to, when we're charging that much for something, you know, it's kind of on us to be professionals about it and have all our ducks in a row. I always make a checklist of all my extra pieces and extra parts, and, you know, bringing extra chains and all the sharpening setups and all the other extra stuff you could need while you're out doing it. If you want to charge somebody $100 an hour and you show up with dull chains and, you know, half a can of gas and nothing, no backup parts, and don't really have any recourse, you're going to have a problem. But if you can show up and produce good slabs for people and you're doing it in a quick, efficient manner, you're going to get in and out quick. You're going to make good money. They're going to be happy about their experience. It's going to come back out to help you, and they're going to talk to their friend who talks to their friends, and all of a sudden you've got a lot of slabs, a lot of jobs to do, and that's always a good thing. That's kind of why we're getting into it, right? So I don't do as many jobs anymore. If anything, I try and I'll do them in my own property for people. So I'll go get a log, or they'll bring it to me, and I can do them on my own time. So that gets to be a little bit. That's the $75 an hour. You know, where I'm working when have some glue drying or a finish drying on a woodworking project. I can go out and cut a slab or two, and it works a little bit better with my time frame. They're getting a little bit better cost, so it kind of works out well for them in that sense as well. So, you know, you're talking a lot of money, but it's also, you can pay off, or, you know, kind of justify the cost of your mill pretty quickly. You know, if you do, I think when I first started doing remote jobs, I did about 4 jobs, and I was only charging $50 an hour at the time. But I did my first 4 jobs paid for my chainsaw and the mill I was using at the time. So it doesn't take long to pay all this stuff off. You know, you can really, it's not very many business endeavors where you can pay off your equipment costs within the first, you know, few months of ownership. So in that sense, you know, if it's a side hustle and there's trees coming down and storms or other things going on where there's a lot of availability of logs and people wanting them, then there's good money to be made, guys. I really, you know, it's especially in the wider sizes. You know, a lot of the wood misers, the bandsaw mills, and that, they really stop at 24 inches, 26, give or take. If you have the means to go wider, if you can do the 3 and 4 foot stuff, there's a lot of money to be made. You know, you'll wrap up a lot of time in it, but you can make some really good money with stuff you already have for your own materials. So, you know, it's definitely justified in having it. So $75, $100 an hour, that's kind of my price point. When I've spoken to other sawyers, whether it even be bandsaw guys or chainsaw millers, that's about the number they're at too. So I feel like that's a pretty comfortable number. I feel just in looking at other videos, you don't really see a lot of people talking dollars and cents about what they're really charging for things, like it's some big secret. We're all doing the same work. You know, I'm a firm believer that, you know, a high tide raises all ships, so we're all in this together. Let's help each other. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, if you're at a different price point, let me drop a comment below and let me know, and kind of give some background on why, so other people can see it. If I'm too high, let me know why, and I can do a follow-up. Whatever we need to do. Yeah, let's keep the network going and try and help others that are getting it started in it and how they can prosper with it. So, any other questions or comments below? If you have any other questions for Milling Monday, please send me a message on Instagram at Second Life Design, or you can drop a comment here or any of the other Milling Monday videos. I'm really liking all the feedback. I get a lot of private messages and emails and all that. It's been great. And I really want to build the trend of chainsaw milling. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with it. A lot of people can enjoy it. And build the network. You meet a lot of fun people. You're going to save a lot of trees from the wood pile, and you're going to make some good slabs with it. So you can find me on Instagram at Second Life Design. Any other questions or comments, drop them down below. And have a good night.